It's been 5 years since Tulsa Remote started bringing people to the area, and now we're getting a look at the impact it's had on the community. Joining us this afternoon is Justin Harlan with Tulsa Remote and Elena Haskins, one of the participants. Thank you guys both for being here. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Good to be here with you.
Thanks for having us.
So Tulsa Remote just released its economic impact report. That's the first comprehensive review of the program. So Justin, first tell us about that report. What did you guys find out?
Yeah, obviously in 2018 when we launched the program, we wanted to make sure that this was paying dividends for the Tulsa economy and that members were contributing to the community in meaningful ways. And so we launched this survey just to kind of find out how we're doing, almost 5 years in. And we found that we've moved about 2,400 people to the city thus far, and they're staying, which is amazing. 90% of folks are staying beyond that year, and for everybody that's done with the year that has come since 2018, there's 76% of them that are still around today. Just last year alone, we added about $203 million in new labor income to the city, which means that that $10,000 investment that got all the headlines and all the attention is paying off in droves, about 12 times the return on investment to the city. And then outside of all the numbers, we're bringing just incredible people to the city, like Elena, who I'm excited for you to meet and learn a little bit about.
Yeah, well, first tell me, why do you think it is? Why are people sticking around? And that's a huge number of people that are staying here. So why is it that people are staying in Tulsa?
I think Tulsa is an incredibly welcoming city, that it's easy to connect in and find a spot that meets your needs. It has an incredibly high quality of life with entertainment options, outdoor amenities, awesome food scene this day and age. And, I think it's easy to get that high quality of life for not a very high cost of living, too, which I think is something that makes Tulsa really unique.
Yeah, I personally love Tulsa. When I moved here, I didn't know much about it, but I fell in love with it, just like a lot of people that do that. Elena, tell us about your story. Where are you from, and how did you hear about this program?
Yeah, so I moved from New York City about 2 years ago. A few different people had mentioned it because I wanted to leave the city. I just wanted to do something completely different. So I was actually going to choose between going to Argentina and coming here. And I was like, well, this is only a year. Let's start with that. And 2 years later, I bought a house, and we're having this conversation.
Well, that's awesome. How have you gotten involved in the community through this program?
Yeah, so Tulsa Remote does a great job about not only giving us resources, but showing us that there's so much more than just the program. So I've been able to be active in the German American Society, Pottery Studios, Climb Tulsa, like the list goes on, like Techlahoma, and wanting to start a business, that was a huge thing that I was curious about. But when I was in New York, there was just always a lot of hurdles, and it was just kind of this dream. But when I came to Tulsa, it was so much easier because the community was like, yes, here, what do you need from us? Let's just go. There's things like 36 Degrees North, which has a lot of local events that you can go to. There's SCORE that has business coaching, just so many resources.
What do you tell your friends back in New York about Tulsa? I mean, have they come to visit? What's your message to people outside of here when they ask about, wow, you actually moved to Tulsa?
I've definitely had a lot of mixed feelings. People are like, what did you do?
Right.
I've had a few people visit, and then they're like, I get it. I finally see it. And so the biggest thing that I've noticed and that I tell everybody is no matter where you go, you have to find those things that really keep you there, and it's the friends. Mm-hmm. It's the friends that you make. And so I'm always looking for people, especially locals, that I can get to know and know more than just saying like, oh, hi, but actually, what's your family like? What do you like to do? How can we actually make this a city and not me just like coming in and being like, hi, I'm just here for a little bit.
Right, and you've planted roots too.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's great. Justin, if people out there watching know people that may be interested in this program, can they apply anytime?
Absolutely. We're looking for full-time remote workers that have lived outside of the state of Oklahoma for at least a year, and we're still paying $10,000 for people to move to this awesome place. So take advantage of it while the offer's hot. You can apply at tulsaremote.com.
Okay, Justin, Elena, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thanks for having
Jonathan.
us.
Yeah.